Radio Network.
I want the people of America to be able to work less for the government and more for themselves.
It's a wonderful time to be alive.
Let us be shy no longer.
Arthur Song and Mercury.
We'll be the king, we will be the king, we will be.
Time Factor.
We'll be the king, we will be the king, we will be.
Things going back in a very healthy direction.
We will be, we will be, we will be.
Somebody's gotta say it.
We will be.
The real conservative truth lives here.
We will.
This is the final closing Time Factor video commentary thoughts.
Last night on television, we had
goodness,
Kevin
last
Freeman on. He
week,
is
last
the
Tuesday.
author of a couple of things.
Here's my purpose. You don't want to know about this one. It's got to be Ron Paul. And why? Hate to bring this to you, because he always talk about this Osama bin Laden's all this cutting tax cuts. Are you crazy? But we continue this whole scenario of things, because I have not ever heard this before. And you want to know why? But because here's your worst nightmare about Newt Gingrich and Ron Paul talk about this killing Osama bin Laden. And take a look and watch this. Take a look and watch this, because I never heard this before. I want you to take a look and watch this, because you don't know about this one. Here it is. I want to try this one more time. If I could, do say so myself.
In a recent interview, Congressman Paul, with the Des Moines radio station, you said you were against the operation that killed Osama bin Laden. You said the U.S. operation that took out the terrorist responsible for killing 3,000 people on American soil, quote, showed no respect for the rule of law, international law. So to be clear, you believe international law should have constrained us from tracking down and killing the man responsible for the most brazen attack on the U.S. since Pearl Harbor.
One more time. One more time.
But matter of fact, after 9/11, I voted for the authority to go after him. And
go after him. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. What am I supposed to listen to this crap?
It took us 10 years. We had him trapped at Tora Bora, and I thought we should have trapped him there. I even introduced another resolution on the principle of market reprisal to keep our eye on the target rather than getting involved in nation building.
But no respect for international law was the question about the quote that you used in Des Moines.
Well, you know, KSM, his colleague was in Pakistan, and we communicated, you know, with the government of Pakistan, and they turned him over. And what I suggested there was that if we have no respect for another nation, that it will lead to disruption of that nation. Here we have a nation that we're bombing constantly, trying to kill people that we consider our enemies. At the same time, we're giving the government of Pakistan billions of dollars. Now there's a civil war going on. The people are
here we go. Here we go again. Here we go. Here we go.
It's a deeply flawed policy. But to not go after him, and if I voted for the authority, obviously I think it was proper. But once they waited 10 years, I don't see any reason why they couldn't have done it like they did after Khalid Sheikh Hamad. And that would have been a more proper way. No, if somebody has somebody in this country, say a Chinese dissident comes over here, we wouldn't endorse the idea, well, they can come over here and bomb us and do whatever. I'm just trying to suggest that respect for other nations' sovereignty, and look at the chaos in Pakistan now. We're at war in Pakistan. But
oh my God!
I didn't want him killed.
Audience,
I'm just suggesting that there are processes that if you can follow them, you should do it. There's proper procedures rather than digging bigger holes for ourselves. That's what we have been doing in the Middle East. Digging bigger and bigger holes for ourselves, and it's so hard for us to get ourselves out of that mess. And we have a long way to go. We are still in Iraq, and that's getting worse. And we're not leaving Afghanistan, and the American people are sick and tired of it.
Jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
That we work within the rule of law. Like only going to war when you declare
The rule of law.
International law. I understand.
Stop. Listen. Here's the purpose. How do you dig bigger holes? If you want to dug a hole inside the ground when Osama bin Laden just killed, don't you think it's... You know, I thought it was. The Marines. No. I hate to write this to you. The American people killed Osama bin Laden. That's the American people. Not the Democrats. Oh no! But the Democrats, you just made this stupid thing up on purpose. You just made this stupid, idiotic thing up, Ron Paul. Here's Newt Gingrich's final answer. Take a look and watch this before it surprises all of you. Watch this.
Well, I guess U.S. intelligence officials say they had documents recovered in that compound in Abbottabad that showed that Al-Qaeda was planning other attacks, perhaps bigger than 9/11. I asked you in our debate in Sioux City on the topic of Iran about this, but on this topic, GOP nominee Ron Paul would be running far to the left of President Obama on the issue of tracking down and killing terrorists who want to attack the U.S.
No, wait a minute. Running for why? Ladies and gentlemen, drink. May I have your attention, please? Ron Paul is running to the left. Give me one good reason why I should trust you. Give me one whole reason why I shouldn't trust you at all. Is it any wonder why Ron Paul is running to the left? As far as we're concerned, he became a conservative or Republican. That's what I just said on my final closing Time Factor video commentary thoughts yesterday. He's not a conservative. I'm sorry. He's a liberal. As far as we're concerned. Anyways, go on.
Well, I would say that if you do your best and you can't do anything, yes.
Oh, how can you do your best? How can you do your best?
I just didn't think that they had gone through the process enough to actually, capture him in a different way. I mean, think about Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein.
We captured him.
What?
And we tried him. I mean, the government tried him, and he got hung. What's so terrible about this?
What's so terrible about
it? Just a minute, right? Just a minute. What's this whole idea that you can't capture people?
But you voted against the war in Iraq.
Just think, Adolf Eichmann was captured. He was given a trial. What's wrong with capturing people? Why didn't we try to get some information from them? We're accustomed to asking people questions, but all of a sudden, gone. That's it. So I would say that there are different ways without trying
different
to
ways.
around and say,
Different ways.
For some reason, this
Oh,
doesn't
for
mean
God's
security
sakes! For God's
support
sakes!
America.
Speaker Gingrich,
See, it told you, booze you. Here's your response.
Would you authorize a unilateral operation, much like the one that killed bin Laden, with or without the Pakistani government knowing, even if the consequence was an end to all U.S.-Pakistani cooperation?
Here's the final answer. Take a look and hear this. Watch this.
Well, let me go back to set the stage as you did a while ago. Bin Laden plotted deliberately bombing American embassies, bombing the USS Cole, and killing 3,100 Americans, and his only regret was he didn't kill more.
Thank you.
Now, he's not a Chinese dissident.
See?
The analogy that Congressman Paul used was utterly irrational. A Chinese dissident who comes in here, a Chinese dissident who comes here seeking freedom is not the same as a terrorist who goes to Pakistan seeking asylum.
Amen.
Furthermore, you give the
Amen.
country $20
Amen.
billion and you learn that they have been hiding. I mean, nobody believes that bin Laden was sitting in a compound in a military
Yeah, I live in
city
the underground
1 mile from
world.
the National Defense University, and the Pakistanis didn't know it.
Told you so. See, I told you so. See, I told you so. See, I told you so.
We're in South Carolina. South Carolina in the Revolutionary War had a young 13-year-old named Andrew Jackson. He was sabred by a British officer and wore a scar his whole life. Andrew Jackson had a pretty clear-cut idea about America's enemies. Killed them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congressman Paul, 30 seconds, please. 30 seconds to respond, since you were mentioned.
Now, before you respond, you respond, Congressman Paul, let me give you some advice. Osama bin Laden lives in the underground world, killing civilians. Don't you think you don't understand? You don't understand English, do you? My advice is this. You thinking you live in a civil war? Come on. Give me a break. Newt Gingrich is right. Newt Gingrich has a huge standing ovation. But there's nothing else you can do about it. Period. And all you have to say is, cause you know, I wish they'd given you a reality check, Ron Paul. I wish that you, Ron Paul, will give everybody else a big fat reality check. And why? Because you don't get it, do you? Last words.
My point is if another country does to us what we do others, we're not going to like it very much. So I would say that maybe we ought to consider a golden rule in foreign policy. Don't do to other nations.
Now you see, the audience boos you. The audience will boo you.
We endlessly bomb these countries, and then we wonder why they get upset with us, and yet it continues on and on. I mean,
Save the drama. You don't get it, do you? Absolutely positively, you don't get it, do you? The audience will boo you. Pure and simple. And that's why you're not a conservative. I'm sorry. Just a liberal in disguise. Case closed. Checkmate. You lose. Pure and simple. And tomorrow, Newt Gingrich versus Juan Williams will battle this out in the South Carolina debate. That's tomorrow's final closing time for the debate of thoughts. If you don't like it, too bad. You just get nothing. So be it. Anyways, Facebook me and follow me at facebook.com/LHMusicTime. So is twitter.com/LHMusicTime. And so is LHMusicTimeFactor.weebly.com for the LH Music Time Factor website. And why? Because the real conservative truth lives here. And Ron Paul doesn't know it. So be it. See you tomorrow. LH Music signing off. Go with God's blessings. Bye-bye for now. And as for you, Ron Paul, wake up and smell the coffee. Please.